Okay, welcome back for part 3 of the Inferno Insurrection. First things first, there was something I forgot to look at the end of the previous episode, which it turns out is quite important, which is the emergence of this purple hero, Marist. She's following on from Mephala, who didn't do too well. Marist looks to be a little bit stronger, so I think we have to prepare a bit more for that one, in particular the Pegasi. But of course, if a pack of Dendroids makes it over the walls, or even several unicorns, that's going to cause some problems. So I think first off we want to get some monks. I think I want to try and save at least 2,500 to pick up Octavia. So we can afford to spend another 2,000 or 3,000. First off, we're going to put Ayden in the town, and once we've done that, we can see that it's around 2 turns after this turn before we can make it to Lost Hold, the next orange town. I'm going to try and experiment with cutting that down slightly. So if we have just the Ifrit, we can get right in front of it, but we can't quite make it. But if we go for a single Silver Pegasi, these guys are 9 speed, these guys are 12 speed. That does enable us to make it next turn. They will be able to reinforce this. It is a new week. It will be day 2 of the new week when we attack. I'm not sure where this guy got his manticores from. He's also pretty close, that's the other thing. I'm not sure where he got his manticores from. He's already got several of them, which suggests that possibly he just took this town really early and built it up. Does have Minotaurs, so that does make sense. So it's got a castle. It's going to have a week's worth of pretty good units. It's not as easy a target as you would hope, considering it's his secondary town. It's also his final town at this point. We've taken his main rampart base. But yeah, things are starting to kind of heat up a bit. The opponents are getting stronger, but we have taken a few of their really important towns. We're going to try and rescue Loinus, get as far away from Valeska as we can. That's a dead end. And this is also a dead end. If we go back, we're going to get caught. We can see there's a Dragon Utopia to the east. That is probably accessible from this town, but not anytime soon. We also have Gem, of course, who's not too far from us, is going to be able to break any link we try to build between our main Inferno base and our second castle town. We've got Khaled, who's going to pick up... Not sure what I've done there. Going to pick up some sulfur from the windmill and move towards the next. Going back to Ayden, I think Ayden's in a good place. We, I think, should put him in the town for now. That's just a temporary thing. We're going to go into the town with Caitlin, who should get the stable boost. I might have already clicked on it, but we do have the stable boost. We're going to go to the ore pit, and we're going to come back. That does reveal a bit more of this stuff too, but nothing of any real note. So we return to the town. We're going to defend it. We're going to put ourselves actually inside the town so that we can safely go for Octavia. And I think I would like to get her in this town. It's a little bit risky, but if we have to retreat, that's fine. Let's just spread some of these out. Let's go with a full 7, just to be safe. So that way she's pretty much guaranteed to be able to flee unless they've got chain lightning or something, but that's very unlikely. We're just going to go and explore. Okay, so that's blocked off. There is a way underground, so we'll go and check that out. Then going back to this, we want to of course make sure we're left with just the Silver Pegasi at the end of the turn. Vokiel is exploring in this part of the map. He's kind of made it to a dead end, so I think we're going to have to go back. Okay, so we know where this leads. We know where this leads. Not really too many other places we can go. So I think we start coming back towards the main town. Could go for this campfire that I forgot about. Sandro is going to be waiting in place to potentially pick up some more units, but I think more important that we spend our gold in this town first. If we go for archers, the problem is, if they reach the walls, I'm not convinced we can win. So I think I do actually want to go for cavaliers. And I think five should be enough. Let's stick them in the middle. Yeah, with the help of the castle, I think that should be fine. We also have 5 magic arrows, of course. So that should be enough. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to trade anything. I'm going to send Zarfax up to this. And if we go to the next one, I think there's just too high of a risk we get attacked, so I'm going to go back to the east. Christian could start moving out. If we send Christian up here, we could potentially form a bit of a chain next turn if we want to. Yeah, because this way we can send the chain to the east if we want to, or we can send the chain to the west to Sandro. Okay, so pretty sure we lose Linus here. Last thing to check is, can we get anyone else a bit of extra movement? Don't think we can. In this town, potentially we could, but we'd have to tuck someone inside the town. Okay, we're going to end the turn there. We're going to see what happens. So blue is clearly getting stronger, but not immediately threatening our town. Has also upgraded to a fort in the conflux base, and orange has just appeared, I think, to the north of that town, and purple comes to attack us. We're expected to take a lot more losses here. I'm hoping we can still do okay. She has 31 spell points. She doesn't have... I think it's a woman. She doesn't have ballistics, so that's some good news. These are the biggest immediate threat, so let's go for them. Ah, it actually costs us more. I'm trying to remember why that is. I think it is because of them. Yeah, magic damper. Yeah, so we've only got 3 magic arrows. Yeah, we want to take this out as quick as we can. These guys are 9 speed. Ours are 8 speed, so they're going to come in, they're going to go for 2 turns. I think we have to try and block these off. Yeah, so they're going to be attacked. That's fine. Ah, they should get blinded. That's more of a problem. So I think we might have Cure, I didn't look. Don't think there's much I can do with this. Okay, so they actually get morale, so they come in, they do some damage to us. Our towers do turn on them. They've already broken through the walls, that's looking pretty bad. We do have Cure. Have to decide which of these 2 stacks to Cure. I think we go for these. Because if they want to get to the monks, they have to use some kind of 1 stack, or not 1 stack, some kind of 1 hex stack. If they try to attack us with a 2 hex stack, like the unicorns, the centaurs, or the pegasi, they're going to have to push through the cavaliers either way. So let's bring these back. Let's wait with these. And let's shoot these. Not sure if this is overkill, but I think we should go for it. Okay, so dendroids are going to try and push through. I think we have to try and block them off. Probably do need to use our cavaliers for that. These guys are going to try and cross. Should we use these as a block? I think we probably should. Okay, so arrow towers finish off the elves. We're free to use a spell. Let's go for magic arrow on these. Then let's defend because we're about to be attacked. Goes for the blind again. So she's got 3 spell power. She has used her final spell. We should probably just wait for the cavaliers to come back naturally. These guys actually just wait and waste their turn. These guys are coming forward to try and attack us. I think we keep focusing on the dendroids. They are the bigger threat. Then we can send these forward. That should be fine. Just try and block that hole for as long as possible. Okay, so those things get attacked. We're going to... No, we've used all our spell points. Okay, so these guys are stuck for 2 rounds. These guys are going to defend, because if we move, it does let the dwarves in. So we're going to lose these, which is fine. These are meant to move next, but they can't get past the dwarves. So we wait. They stay in place. Do some more damage to these. Wait with these. Send the 1 stack in to block. Defend with the pikemen. Those are now trying to go around. So we have to block this hole off as well. Let's do it with the swordsman. These things are coming through. They get morale, and... Have I missed something there? They get morale, and they go defensive in the face of swordsmen they could do some real damage to. Not sure what the AI logic there is, but we've kind of lucked out. They're still staying defensive. So I'm going to go defensive too. They break through the one stack. I'm going to shoot them. Can these guys reach? So 9 of these left. I think we should probably wait with these. Move slightly further down, and then send these into attack. There we go, that finishes them off. Arrow towers do some damage to the unicorns. Another hole opens up. We're going to wait for now. These guys are just refusing to attack. I'm not sure why. Feels like a bug to me, but we'll take it. Weaken these a bit. Weaken these a bit too. And let's go block this hole. Okay, so they're going to try and push through in that direction. Let's defend. Let's wait. And kill these off. Shoot these. Okay, so they take out a swordsman, we're going to keep weakening them, and that's pretty much the end of this fight. No significant losses. They could have done some damage if they actually did attack with the unicorns. I still don't know why they didn't, I'm not sure what I'm missing, but that was definitely going to be a win either way. And let's go for water magic just to improve our magic arrow. Let's go for advanced intelligence, and that actually worked out really well. Let's go explore with Octavia. I was wondering if we've been here before, but no, it's been lit up by the Pillar of Fire. Okay, so we can go north. That appears to be blocked off. Yeah, that's all blocked off, so let's go this direction instead. This all appears to be a dead end, which is good, because that suggests no one's going to come and attack us from this direction. And if they do, we'll know about it. Okay, so they've actually spent all their gold on a capital. I need to check this actually, I didn't see... Yeah, Clancy is coming towards us to potentially attack us. That means this is where we need to spend our gold. So I think Zarfax needs to go and hold it down. Vokiel has 3 spell power instead of 2. Bit more defense. Let's check the spell situation. So this guy's the Fireball Specialist. He's got 1 knowledge, so he can't actually use Fireball. He can use Magic Arrow twice. If we look at Vokiel instead, he's got Artillery, he's got Air Magic. He looks to be the better defender. So I think we send him into the town. Park him in the town, we're going to buy all of these. We're going to buy all of these. And I think, unfortunately, we probably do have to buy the Royal Griffins as well. It's pretty expensive, but we want to make sure that when this guy attacks us, he doesn't have a good time. But yeah, this is going to be really easy to take. They should have really recruited units instead. Obviously, they're not expecting to be attacked this turn. Okay, so I think we leave the imps behind. We pick up a second Silver Pegasi just to go in there, just to go and bait. Does that make sense? We could also... So our spellcasting is going to help us here. We probably shouldn't take the Gogs. Then again, if we don't take the Gogs, arrow towers are going to destroy us. So maybe we take like 3 Gogs. Something like this. But yeah, I don't want to spend gold in this town. I want to just go and take this out straight away. I think we don't really need any extra units for this. The main thing we need to kill is the Pegasi, possibly the Horde of Infernal Troglodytes. So I think our Ifrit are about the right spot. I'm going to actually put the Silver Pegasi away because it's going to drop our morale. Let's do it like this instead. This should be fine. Depends if there's a hero defending, which there isn't. We're expected to take 3 losses. 3 losses to our Ifrit, we don't want to see that happen. So we can't actually reach. If we wait, they might come forward. We could also go for haste. I'd prefer to go for, I think, magic arrow. Let's just wait and see what they do. Might be able to bait them out. Need something that will take the hit. I think these guys just about will. Yeah, let's see if we can bait them. I'm gonna keep these guys slightly out of range, and I think these guys can go in range. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna come out and attack us, which they don't. Okay, so I think haste does make sense. We don't want to waste these guys' turn. So the bigger threat out of these two, I'm not actually sure. Could be the Minotaurs too. 12 to 20 damage on those. No, Pegasi are the bigger threat. Problem is the arrow towers are going to attack us. They're going to do some damage. I think we will lose at least one Ifrit. We can pretty much kill a stack of our choice. Can't stop the Minotaurs from reaching us. I'm gonna go for these. Okay, so the arrow towers go for the rock. I think I'm actually fine with that. So this is going to do 80 points of damage. That's not going to kill these off. We could kill these off, maybe. 20% magic resistance, so it's an 80% chance this works. Does work out, perfect. Go for these next. Hopefully the Minotaurs come up and attack us, we retaliate, we kill them off with no losses to our retreat, perfect. Expert water magic's good. We can't actually get into the town, so that's kind of a problem because... yeah, pretty sure this guy can reach it. What we could do is we could pick up Clavius, plus 350 gold, swap the units around. That means Ayden then becomes pretty weak. But this town does have a castle. Maybe. I don't think we should let him just come in and take it back for free. I think we can't do that. We have to pick up Clavius. Okay, the problem now is we have to split our gold between these two towns because he can attack either of them. I'm going to do something highly unscientific. I'm going to rewatch the turn, and I'm going to try and judge how far he moved using only my eyes rather than any kind of logic. Yeah, he moves pretty far. I think he can reach either of these two towns. Okay. Can we find any more gold? I mean... I think Zarfax can't reach this. Yeah. I need to find some more gold from somewhere. If we go underground... that could work as bait. Would lose Zarfax for no reason, but then again it's not for no reason, it would waste a lot of his time. But if Zarfax goes underground, he can't actually do too much. He could move in this direction. Move towards the south, comes up against a horde of skeletons. Doesn't really serve any purpose. I think better off going in this direction instead. Doing some scouting. Okay. I need to rewatch the turn again because I can't remember what happened to our pursuer. Why didn't she go after us? This goes to the west instead. I didn't even notice that at the time. Orange is definitely coming towards us pretty strongly, in fact. They have more than one hero on the loose. Ryland's pretty weak. Ryland is actually their starting hero. It just kind of didn't do anything. Okay. Let's take these units. Need to make sure Ayden can flee. So, let's give him... let's give him 7 trogs. Yeah, I was really hoping he could actually make it into the town, that would be a lot nicer. 7 trogs should give him a chance to flee. Pretty sure this guy's not going to have Chain Lightning, we already know he's just got a level 1 mage guild in the other town. In this town, also a level 1 mage guild. Let's actually have a look what that is. So we've got Magic Arrow, we've got Slow. Clavius is a Death Knight, so he starts off with a spellbook. He's only got 1 knowledge, but that's fine. I think this can probably hold them off. Still gonna keep looking for gold just in case. Linus is kind of stuck where he is. I think we stay here for a turn or two. Then we've got Khalid who can go for this. So something we could try is we could recruit some units from the Inferno base and try and open up some of this stuff because there's a lot of gold lying around, pretty weakly defended. Problem is, obviously doesn't work out this turn. We don't want to go for the Mana Vortex because it gets us 10 extra spell points for 1,000 gold. I'd much rather give that to Ayden. This, obviously, the actual army here is more worth defending. On the other hand, the capital is definitely worth defending here. I think we might have to do some trading again. We are at least up to 5 different towns. So maybe we just do this. That's an extra 900. Trade 5 of these. That takes us up to 4k. We don't actually have a good source of mercury. Although, this town does actually have the resource silo. Let's check this one too. This town does as well. Okay, so we can afford to trade some sulfur, assuming we can hold our towns. We can afford to trade at least 5 more of these, maybe 10. We don't need to worry too much about crystal. Let's just go back to the Inferno town because we are supposed to be upgrading this. So we need 5 for that, we need 5 sulfur for that. 5 sulfur for the kennels, so I think we don't spend any more sulfur. Okay. We can build a resource silo at some point, but I think just too much defending to be doing. Really not sure this guy can hold out with the manticores coming in. Really doesn't look good. We'd have to build another capital. We have to do the best we can. So in this town, Clavius could probably hold out. We should get rid of this. We should buy a few of these. Spread them out. Hope that the castle does its job. But that's a lot stronger. There's several manticores in particular. Going to be difficult to deal with. Also the Harpy Hags. It's only really the Dendroids and the Unicorns that can't get over the moat. That's not going to be easy. Okay, so it's annoyingly defensive. I'd really like to be a bit more proactive. But I don't think there's much we can do. Have to try and hang on to our towns as best we can. I have a bad feeling we're going to lose our capital this turn. He's actually got no base. So, actually let's double check this. Yeah, he's got no base, so he's 100% going to come and attack. We need to try and get ourselves... Actually... This is a little bit RNG based, but plus 2 morale for 500 gold is not bad. But then again, it's really our arrow towers that matter. So we want as much meat as possible. How much does that get us? 6. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Maybe we get rid of the imps because they will give us 1 less morale, I think. Not a good situation. We can chase him down, the problem is we just lose the space. So that's 10k gold completely wasted, as I mentioned. Gonna have to trade a bit more, I think. Could turn out that trading those last few resources does make a difference. But yeah, not good. Maybe that works. Can't really see what else we do. Okay. Just got to end the turn. There might have been something else I could do somewhere, but most of our heroes are kind of stuck in place. Tan is now coming towards us. That orange hero is weak. The other orange hero Wait a minute. How did they take the Pandora's box? Could I have done that? Okay. Next question. Are we now too slow to reach this? Yes, we are. Clearly. Yeah, there's no way we can do that. Can't stop him getting to it. So we could start doing things like... I can't take this guy out just yet. Okay, let's put Clavius back in the town. Although before we do, let's give these units back. Okay, so Ayden on his own with just these units, I'm not sure is actually strong enough. Does have really good spellcasting potential. Clancy is going to be weaker as well. So if we had 5, or in fact 3 extra wood, or 3 extra crystal, there are other things we can build. Let's go back to this with Octavia. Pretty sure everything around here will have been picked up, but still worth exploring. Okay. Okay, so that's blocked off. We'll go for this. Yeah, it's not looking good for extra resources. Everything's been picked up. We can go for this. That's 6 extra ore, which could give us Crusaders. Although we actually need a bit more crystal for that as well. Okay. Something else I could do is I could actually go back to this base. I could pick up the resource silo. That gives me peace of mind that I can trade my Mercury away. Then if I trade my Mercury away, I have a lot more gold, but we don't really need gold at this point. Gold is not the problem in this town. We can at least go for these last 2 of these. We could also try trading ore for wood. So Monastery just needs 3 wood. Then we get a few monks, but it's really not many. Might be better off just going Brotherhood of the Sword. Because yeah, a few more monks, what is it, 3 monks? Not going to make much of a difference, especially against manticores and things. I'd rather go Brotherhood of the Sword, I think. I think this is the first time I've gone for this, ever. Is it worth going for this? I mean, it's really not. This is only 500 gold. We won't miss it. You never know, it might make a difference. If we get an extra turn on the Griffins, or on the Marksmen, could help us. But yeah, we want to try and save some of this gold because we might be having 2,000 less in income next turn. I think it's time we start upgrading some of this stuff too, for sure. I do want to go for the resource silo because not only do we not have a good source of mercury, there's a little bit there. Not only do we not have a good source, but we also don't have access to a good source. Can't recall seeing an alchemist lab anywhere on the map. There might be one somewhere, but I'm looking around and I'm not seeing anything at all. So yeah, if we get this now, it starts paying for itself immediately. The rest of this stuff will become useful at some point, but not as quickly. Let's go for that. Then going back to this base, we have Caitlyn, who can go for the Griffin Bastion if she wants to. She should probably maybe look to go somewhere else. So we've been attacked from the north. We could go and scout that out. Been attacked from the east. Purple's lost 2 of their best heroes. but it is now up to Gold Dragon, and Pink is up to Titan, so yeah, we're not as far ahead as I would like. Upgraded Forsaken Palace is going to need 5 more Mercury. If we didn't have to build another capital, we wouldn't be too far off that. We'd only need a couple of turns of not being attacked. It might be time to start investing and just opening some stuff up around here. Let's just think if there's anything else we can do. So not with this guy, not with this guy. Ayden can move towards this. I think we should do that. Pretty sure this guy already took the windmill. Hopefully Ayden's strong enough to go for this, I'm not entirely sure. Flavius is going to go for this, can't make it back. I've already got someone tucked in this space. So that kind of actually traps Caitlyn, which isn't ideal. Alright, so building more buildings is an option. In this town, let's have a look. So Griffin Bastion, we know about that. This town, we have the option of building upgraded Unicorn Glade. That's not important. This town, we have the option of building Mana Vortex. I did mean to do that, but we do actually have quite a few spell points free on Ayden. And we don't have any really expensive spells, so I don't think that matters too much. We don't need to build that right now. So yeah, I think we go back to this town. We can pick up some devils. 2 devils for 5,400. Is that going to be enough? I think we go for them either way. Then we can get a couple of these, or we could go for 4 of these instead. I'm going to go for 4 of these. Spread these out. Okay, I'm going to try this. We need to start opening some of this stuff up. This should be fine, I think. Okay, wow. There's more of them than I thought. On the bright side, we do have Meteor Shower, that's 75 points of damage. That's the equivalent of 4 magic arrows. So 4 magic arrows is 120, so this is 150. If we go for 2 stacks, that is. They might also bunch up into a stack of 3 or more. We've got Teleport, which isn't worth going for. This is really weak. I was watching back one of the previous videos in the series where I called Fireball a decent spell in the tier 3 guild. It's not a decent spell, it's a pretty bad spell. But the other 2 tier 3 spells we got were okay. 13 per stack. Okay, well we definitely wait with these. We wait with these. Problem with Harpy Hags, of course, is they will keep their distance. We could try baiting them, but they just go back. Okay, so none of them actually that close together. I think we start by going for these. These guys reach us? Yes, they can. Yeah, so quite a few can attack us if they want to. I think we're actually kind of depending on them going for the imps, but they might not do that. They don't have to worry about retaliation. There's a good chance they won't. If we were to go for Meteor Shower on these 2 stacks, that does help us a bit. Then we can be attacked by these 3 stacks. These guys are 6 speed, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can reach these. I'm gonna go for this. These do go for the imps. Everyone's going for the imps, that's great. These go for the devils, that's not what we want. Yeah, they're all going for the devils now. These go for the pit fiends. They can come out and attack these. We need to go forward with these as bait. I don't think they're gonna take it though. How are these doing? So they've lost 40 health. Pit fiends are more at risk. I think we meteor shower these. Does do a bit of damage. Then they all get to move. Can't really protect the Pit Fiends at this point. I think we lose one or two of them. Unless my thing was glitching out. I was relying on that. I didn't realize my Devil's move now. Okay. So if we attack these, we get 7 to 9 kills, so we're looking at around 8 kills each time we attack. I'd really want to keep out of range of these if possible. But that's not going to be a thing. 3 spell points doesn't enable us to do anything. I think we have to go for these. They are still going for the imps. The 13 stack goes for the imps, that's perfect. And they go for these. These guys, I think, should kill these off. They've got 29 health left, which isn't bad. I think if we get attacked by 9, though, that's probably going to be enough to finish us off. 13 damage. And 5. That's the thing about Harpy Hags, they have a massive damage range. So, you never quite know what to expect, but in the end, that went extremely well. That gets us some extra crystal, and we can start moving up towards these. I think we want more devils. ASAP. Don't think we want to take on the dwarves. We do have earth magic, so we could go mass slow at some point, but not just yet. Alright, so that's something positive. Yeah, I am dreading this end turn because I don't see how we can hold him off. I mean, I've seen some really impressive things with castles, but still. There's blue as well, with Erdemon, I think. I forgot about that. That tan hero. Wow, he actually doesn't attack us. I'm really surprised. Okay. Situation is still very active, but it's changed. So Sylvia is coming towards us. She's not that scary. It does mean we need some defenders in the town, though, which isn't ideal, because I did want to pick up at least one more Archdevil. Well, not Archdevil, Basic Devil. I probably still can. I need to tuck someone in town, so I think we tuck Clavius into this town. That should be fine. So what does this guy actually threaten? I think it leads underground. It leads to this. Then this comes above ground. This takes him right near to these two bases once again, so we're not really any safer. Ayden is kind of near, but not near enough. Yeah, so we're still really threatened. Can take him back to this base, though. So actually, Clavius should probably go somewhere else. Zarfax. Someone needs to try and defend this. Yeah, it's the same situation again. It's not a nice situation because we have to try and defend both of these bases at once. This base is now safe. Can Vokil get close enough? I think probably not. We need to find someone else to tuck into a town, or we just let Loinus go now. We are completely blocked by Valeska. Maybe we just let him go now. Because this town's already got someone in it. I think all of our towns have someone in them. Not the Rampart town, but we're not going to spend gold on that. So yeah, this town does, this town does, this town does, and this town does as well. So yeah, we're forced to let someone go. I think we have to just accept that Loinus is going to be lost either way. So we go for this. We're just going to try and do a small amount of damage. So we've got a few magic arrows. I think we start going for these. Protection from water, okay. Interesting. I think the Walking Dead are actually the ones that finish us off in the end. Okay, that kind of sucks. Alright, so we rush forward with these. Can just about escape from these. Yeah, if we had more spell points, there might be something we could do here, but not actually anything we can do. 5 hit points on that. Kill a few of these. Okay, 21 hit points on these, so if the swordsmen come to attack us, that's fine. We go and magic arrow these once again. So, I think we can keep ourselves out of range of the Walking Dead. I'm just going to see how far we can take this. I'm pretty sure we can't win. Because yeah, we got one more magic arrow and that's it. They do actually finish us off with the swordsman. The ballista's doing some damage too. Alright, so let's go finish these off. Then next round begins. Yeah, Walking Dead actually beat us in the end. Maybe the pikemen too. Ballista can finish us off if we try and run. $125 gold to save Linus, or to save an air elemental, doesn't really matter. Let's just retreat. So, we at least haven't had Linus abandon our cause, but he's gone into the tavern, and I'm not going to go out of my way to buy him back. Okay. So, Flavius needs to go to the west. Ayden goes into the town to defend it, and then we go back to the rampart base. We could pick up Ayden, we could pick up Linus in this town, if we wanted to, but how good is his spellcasting? So 3 knowledge, 2 spell power. Does he get his spell points back? I think he doesn't. Yeah, he won't get his spell points back. Ain't not worth going for. We do have the castle in this town, so we want to go for the Grand Elves. I really don't want to spend this gold, but I think we might have to. What I will do is, I don't want to hold this town back too much, so I'm going to pick up 1 devil. We're not going to stop moving in this part of the map. Okay, so I do have the option of bringing Caelid back just to defend, or in fact, we could actually go chase Sylvia down. Maybe that works. Is it faster to do this, or should we try and move with this? I think it's faster to do this, maybe? Maybe not. Okay. Swap these round. And we can now go and attack Sylvia, who has quite a few things. I'm hoping that 3 devils should be enough. I should have bought some fodder. So I could buy Linus back. I could build just a few extra units. Because I don't want to lose the devil. If she starts casting spells and things, that's going to be a problem. Sandro is okay. He's got earth magic, he's got air magic. I think we risk this because we don't want to spend too much. We are actually expected to take some losses. Okay, so 10 spell points, that's some good news. Okay, so 3 attack. That's got the ballista again. No one can reach us this turn. I think we go magic arrow against the archers first. Then we wait. They move up to defend. Okay, does go for the magic arrow, does 20 damage. Okay, so there's not actually anything stopping me going for this, but I don't want to throw myself into all that just yet. I'm going to go for magic arrow again, and I'm going to pull back. They go into defend. Alright, so if we go forward to attack the pixies, these guys get to attack us. Pixies can reach us next turn if they want to, but we can move away. Or in fact, they do get to move first, so I think we let the water elementals go for us if they want to. We don't take a loss just yet, we do take a loss to the magic arrow. And these guys can go forward. How many of these are left? Enough that this is worth doing again. Okay, so these guys can't reach us. These guys can reach us. They probably do come for us, but we can take one shot from them, or one hit from them. So we wait with these, I think. They get themselves killed. These guys are free to move. They can attack something if they want to. This might be okay to do. If we move out of range, she's got no more spell points. We have to go for the air elementals next. Maybe we just stay aggressive though. Okay, so we don't take a loss to that, we do take a loss to the next attack, but we can now go forward with these, do some damage to these, go for the magic arrow. Gonna go against them, they're a little bit vulnerable, so they take 2 extra damage, not that that helps us too much. So 4 to 6 kills if we attack them again. Let's do it. They move next, they get themselves killed. These guys still have 110 hit points to go. These guys have 20. If we go after the archers, water elementals can reach us, so let's not do that. If you please. Okay, so the losses were nowhere near as bad as the auto-resolve predicted, but still. Unfortunate loss of a couple of pit fiends. Okay, well let's start coming back. Or in fact, could actually start opening up some of this stuff. Instead of going up and focusing on this area. That should be fine. Yeah, because we want to get this treasure chest and stuff like that. Okay, so the 10,000 we have left. I hate to do it, but I think we have to try and defend this. It's really expensive. But gotta be done. Okay. We're gonna try it like that. Ideally we would have a hero in here, but doesn't make too much difference. We do have Octavia, of course. Do we want to risk Octavia, though? So I think this defense is a bit stronger than the defense we left in this town. Clearly stronger. So Octavia should stand a chance. She's got 2 attack, 2 defense. Okay. That might work. I think it's almost a certainty that he's going to go for the attack, but I'm not sure he actually wins. So we should be okay. Alright, so we can send Zarfax back in this direction, or we can go in this direction instead. I'm pretty sure he's not going to come and chase us down. So let's go for the sawmill. And we're then blocked off by month 2 spawn of serpent flies. Okay, so Christian can now potentially form part of a chain in this direction. In the base, we've got Axis. How many movement points does Axis have? Not too many, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Christian Christian can make himself available, but I think we probably want to keep funneling troops to the west instead. Once again, we have no gold left to actually invest in our towns, but capital is safe, that's the main thing. Before we end the turn, let's of course give ourselves a bit of extra movement. Pretty sure that was safe. Anyway, we're ending the turn there. Forgot about Erdemon, so Erdemon's on the loose somewhere. Here comes Tan once again. And there's Orange breaking through there. Does come to attack this town. We are expected to lose, and we're expected to lose badly enough that I think this could be... yeah, no amount of clever play can save this necessarily. Let's see what we can do. Oh, she doesn't have a spellbook. Okay, that's a problem. He only has 12 spell points though, so that's good. So the big threats are the Harpy Hags. Just lots of threats in general, really. The only ones we have a hope of keeping out are the unicorns and the dendroids. Should at least try and block these off. Goes for the magic arrow on those, kills one off. Let's go straight for these. Yeah, the ranged creatures, even with the penalty, are going to do a lot of damage to us too. Maybe I should have blocked the Gogs. Didn't really think that through. Yeah, I think even just their ranged creatures just wear us down in the end. They've still got no way through. Right, so those go for those. These guys are now free to attack. Let's go for these. Do get morale, that's great. Finish one off. They come out to attack those, we're gonna wait. Gonna wait once again. These guys reach, not quite. Okay, so I think we probably sack the Silver Pegasus, although... does the magic damper last after they die? I think it does. I mean, we don't really need to keep these, but still. We're gonna wait with these. These can't do too much. Okay, so I didn't really think this part 3, so the Silver Pegasus has already waited, so that has to move last in this round. Should have maybe blocked off the Gogs, but never mind. We go for this for sure. Then we can weaken them a bit. So there are only 4 of these left. They're not going to do too much. I am going to go for the attack. This time, I think I take the retail. Or I could do it with the imps, so I'm going to wait. Okay, so they finish those off. Take the retail with these. The Grand Elves are dead. Let's keep going for these, I think, although we can get a kill if we do this. Do they have a way through? I don't think so. Oh no, they do. They have a way through at the bottom. Okay, that's not necessarily a massive problem just yet. So... I think we wait with these. Then we let these guys go in for the attack. That holds them in place. There's a way through... No, there's no way through there, so they're going to try and walk the whole way through the moat. That's perfect. So, these guys have 60 health left. We don't have to engage with the dwarves if we don't want to. If we do go for the attack, we are guaranteed to not kill them off. So let's start moving down, just to defend. They now break that open. We have to go block this off. Okay, so this is going to be pretty tough. I think we have to try and hold them in the moat for sure. Are they doing that again? They're doing it again. They're going defensive. They don't want to go for the attack, so we just defend with these. We block with these. They're going to take a lot of damage from the ranged units, that's the problem. They're all going to try and push up in that direction, that's fine. These guys don't want to attack. This is becoming a theme. Those guys actually do go for the attack, which means the dwarves are going to be finished off pretty soon. I'm not sure there's much I can do about that. I'm going to try stepping one step away from this. See if they move down. Defend with these. Dendroid's still attacking us. Okay, so now the Medusas are coming forward as well. I think we move up just to be ready for them. Dendroids are dead. Unicorns really don't like to attack us. So we keep defending. We wait with these. They don't move. I think if we go and put ourselves here, we're not going to be able to go and block off the next one. But I think they probably come in this direction because they want to attack us. Yeah, they do. Okay, so they are willing to attack us. We bind them in place in the moat. These guys are now free to move away. These guys can just defend. This should be orange out of the game. If we go for this attack, we get one kill. Then this thing attacks, then our arrow towers attack. I think we go for this. Don't quite manage to finish them off. And he flees, which means he actually has another town. I mean, we have just seen him appear. Is that pink as well, or is that the player before pink? I think that's purple. So, orange appeared with Gem. Forgot about Gem, so Gem must have taken a new base. Let's check this. Yeah, so orange has a base somewhere, but his strongest creature is the Dendroid, so it's probably a weak base. Blue's strongest hero is Ufritin, who didn't look too strong. Purple, though, is a big threat. Pink is the strongest player, stronger than us, as Titans. Purple we've obviously weakened with his failed siege attacks. Okay. Need to assess the situation. So, this guy's coming to attack us too, that's Sylvia. She's not strong enough, for sure. But we're not strong enough to go out and attack her. So Sylvia's back once again. Let's actually go to... Let's go to Sandro. And let's just get ourselves a few extra things. So, lots of Orc Chieftains. Split like this. Or we could just go straight for the Gremlins. Let's go for the Gremlins first. That should be a bit easier. They don't want to fight us. I think I will actually fight them. Perfect. 2,000 gold, a bit of defense. Move towards this. Okay, so 15k. That's enough. Not quite enough to build. Not quite enough to build the upgraded Forsaken Palace. We should probably start thinking about going for the upgraded kennels. That's not too expensive. This town has pretty bare bones defenders. It might be about to be attacked by purple. Purple has gold dragons. We probably move Ayden in that direction for that reason. Because these two bases, I think, are pretty safe now. Before we leave, Let's go ahead and get ourselves a ton of spell points. So this is like the most insane possible spell point total. We have 4 knowledge and 200 spell points. Intelligence Specialist, Expert Intelligence, pre-Horn of the Abyss nerf. So that's doubled spell points from Intelligence, a bit more from the Intelligence Specialty, and doubled from the Mana Vortex. So we're a much better spellcaster than we have any right to be, or at least more sustainable. So building Minotaurs is kind of tempting. They are evil creatures too, so it's more in keeping with the theme of the playthrough. If we move towards the Rampart base, we can maybe pick up some unicorns. That is an option. I'd really like to know what this is. Something else we can do is, and I've kind of neglected to do this, I should have done this before, view air. That's going to tell us what we're dealing with. Let's have a look. So purple has a town just there. We know about that hero. That's the only hero in the zone. Another town to the north, I think that's their main. Pink is extremely strong, but I don't think they have access to us just yet. Orange has taken a town just to the south of our castle town, is back up to 3 heroes straight away. And then teal has a town to kind of the southeast. I think that's their main town too. We look underground. We can immediately see a lot of unclaimed towns. There's one there, a couple up here, one there, a couple there too. Pink is moving towards this one. But yeah, because we are the only evil player on the map, usually it's Dungeon and Inferno that can spawn underground. So the underground is actually pretty explored. All the action is on the surface. There is a tan town. Oh wow. Okay. So I don't think we have access to that, but it's right where we saw them pick up the treasure chest in the previous episode. Yeah, in fact we can see it. It's a conflux town, and it's got a capital. That's good to know. How can we reach that? If we go underground just there, we can reach it at some point, but I think Ayden, it's more important that Ayden is ready to deal with purple as purple approaches us. Okay, well, lots of decisions to make. Still very much a difficult situation to be in. We have a pretty good main hero, but he's cut off from his best units. Meanwhile, our opponents are already up to upgraded tier 7s, and every time we think we've finished one off, they manage to find another town just to cling on a bit longer. But all in all, it's looking okay. We're not immediately threatened. We are able to start investing in this town. I am going to go for the upgraded kennels, very overdue, but let's start getting some actual good infrastructure in this town. But yeah, that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.